Hello, this is Dr. Ferrer coming to you from Wisconsin Rapids again. To my left is my nurse practitioner, Shannon Lidner, and I have Mr. Miraculous with us today. I'm very happy to have him in front of the camera because he's concerned about his large pores and his jowl areas are getting a little bit saggy. What we're going to do for him is a lot of prophylactic type treatment with Morpheus, and we're going to do his submentum area. And then we're going to do a CO2 laser to glaze over that and give him some resurfacing. CO2 laser, as you know probably from our last video, is good for large pores and even out skin tone.
So this is not your first Morpheus treatment, but how long has it been since we did your first treatment?
It's been a little over a year now. I think, about a year,
I mean, everything is really holding up nicely. We're not even going to be touching his upper face at all with Morpheus. We're just doing lower face, and that's just from a little bit of volume loss. Still going forward with aging, but doing all the things to be very preventative. And so we'll just do this one, and that's all he'll need to touch up and keep going from the work he had over a year ago.
Yeah, most likely you'd probably need one in a year and a half from now. And we can maintain his skin tone with some good beauty product, especially for skin types 3 to 6. It's very prudent to do a prep before any type of ablative skin therapy.
And going forward after some of these procedures, the skin prep or the Zoe products are a great way to just keep that resurfacing going. So to keep your pores small after you get your procedure and the goal that we want, which is resurfacing, the tightening, smaller pores, and a nice complexion that can really maintain for a good year and a half, 2 years, just using good skincare.
So what you thought of the first Morpheus?
It's like they took a magic eraser and just,
Wow.
And I was skeptical. I was terrified because this is my face, and obviously when you get into any type of aesthetics, I think you are worried about that because there's this stigma around it, but you guys really, truly do it in a natural manner. And that is what people have noticed, because people will recognize, wow, your skin, dude, is just amazing. But it looks so natural. They're just like, what are you doing? And I say Morpheus8, and they're like, what the hell is that? In photos too, I struggled with being on photos because I'd see the big line increase on my forehead, or whatever. I don't wear hats as much anymore because I'm not hiding now, because you guys were able to pull out this beauty that I already do own. As you guys speak of.
And the great thing about Morpheus is it's so popular. Morpheus is the #1 used aesthetic machine out there, and it's so popular, but yet a lot of people still don't know about Morpheus and the things it can do. When you're in the proper hands with Morpheus, you can use it really like a chisel or a painter's brush and restore age and rejuvenation in places where they start to show up. The key is knowing where it shows up and then you just treat those areas. Because for you, we're not going to just treat the whole face with Morpheus because you don't need it in the whole face. It's just certain troublesome areas, and we're just trying to bring that out. And some areas even not showing yet, but we know that they can show and we can tighten up on them. So that's what we're doing. So we're even trying to bring out the best in you because you look great already. I'm saying we just want to, just bring the best out. How comfortable were you with the procedure when you had the procedure?
Initially, I was terrified because it's my face, and there's this stigma around, what if you mess it up? And there's these shows like Botched or something like that, right? So you think, oh man, but you guys really, you didn't pressure me.
No,
the biggest part about it was your personality. The biggest part about this experience for me was that you really made me feel comfortable. I mean, Shannon sat there with the thing just chilling, just waiting, and she's like, hey, we're here if you want it, we'll stay as long as you need.
No hard feelings either, because we want to think about ourselves as educators, because as you say, this is so popular, this machine is so popular, but yet a lot of people don't know about Morpheus. There's still work to do. Even radio frequency microneedling on a whole, there's still some education, to go through in terms of the general public with these kind of machines and what they can do in the proper hands,
Yeah, and you guys provided numbing creams and certain things that obviously, if it was hurting too much, hey, do you need a little more of this? Or so the attention to detail and recognizing if we're jerking, if we're not feeling comfortable,
It's very
and then
important
speaking
to take out that apprehension for us. especially if we feel any of it, we won't even go through the procedure for the day. You have to be comfortable, you have to be managed with your discomfort as far as pain, but like also the psyche part of it. So if we get any inkling that you're like on the fence, back up. Until you feel comfortable with the education and understanding the procedure.
Because there's some management to Morpheus, because we're changing the physiology, we're changing your anatomy, even on a micro level. We're still changing how you look when we do these things. So there's some, getting over, some post-op management. So if you're going into it with trepidation or, ambiguity in how you feel, then we can wait until another time. Or it's a sign that you need more education, because we can keep this, we can get you through this more comfortably, and I always say, when a client doesn't understand, it's not their fault. I just didn't do a good job educating.
And that's why these videos are so good, because so you can share your story and we can dispel some of the myths about, the pain, about the outcomes that are so tragic. And when you read things online, you have to take into consideration the providers and where you're getting your stuff done at and the knowledge level and stuff like that.
You guys have a passion. You guys take pride in what you do. You really actually care about what we look like in the end.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For me, it was deeper than that. Like I said, it is one of those things that it changed my life, because it changed the way that I looked at myself. It changed the way I was able to see myself, and a lot of my preconditions were because of the way that I was treating my body, and the things that create that, because you speak so much on collagen. Now I'm on a collagen supplement, right? Like I followed the steps and I received those results. And because of that, I will stand behind what it is you do in these procedures.
To each other, or to a client, if we're going to do one thing, if you can only do one thing that you're going to change about your aesthetic stuff, take the collagen.
Yeah.
I say that.
You guys said, like, if you don't come back, just take a collagen.
Yeah, I've seen some things personally with collagen, even in the aesthetics, in the aesthetic field, since we're doing aesthetics. But we are wound care guys too, and we see people with protein calorie malnutrition all the time. And when I started at collagen, I put it up with the people who needed it the most. Some 90-odd years old, with people with decubitus ulcers and stuff, and we put them on the collagen, and I see the wonder. Only change the collagen, and I see the wonders that the collagen do.
Oh yeah. I mean, we see it clinically from assessing people, but we saw it also clinically in lab values. I mean, we follow a particular set of labs, and in the pre-albumin, we saw that jump more than we ever seen any protein supplement jump.
Yeah, the collagen we take is biostimulatory, but that's what they say, and I can really feel it. I feel it in my hair, I feel it in my joints, I see it in my nails, personally, and that's my personal thing with collagen. And I've seen people with breaking the tips of their fingers, with little cracking fingers. I see, and they take all sorts of stuff, topical and ingest all sorts of stuff, and I see collagen work wonders with those things.
Again, talking about the education that you teach, even if people come to see you, they're the one thing they'll leave with is more knowledge than they had before they showed up. And that is power in itself, because then there's blind spots, because you guys fill in the areas where people don't know even what to ask. And if you're not asking the right questions, you're not going to get the right answers. And that's what you guys provide. And that's why I do encourage anyone to truly come out and at least just have a conversation.
And we always say that the pressure is never for us to do work. What we want to do is educate to the best way we know how, because we're committed to do great work while keeping people safe. Safety is very high up on our list of check boxes to check off with any client. And back to the Morpheus, one of the negative things out there about Morpheus or any type of radiofrequency microneedling is they say, you can debulk the face. I think, we haven't seen anybody with debulk, but I think that's when, it's in the wrong hands, or some hands that are not trained yet, and, they're stumbling through. But if you understand our client ages, and we're gonna do a talk on just aging alone, or what happens when you age, what to look for, or the top lip gets shorter, the bottom lip protrude like that, you get jowling, wrinkles for sure, the mid face drop down and there's a line here, all of those things are sign of ages. But the skin itself, dark spot, sunspots, large pores, all of those are loss of collagen and signs of aging, but we'll do another talk about aging. So if you understand how a client ages, then you know the Morpheus in your hand is power.
Okay.
Like a
Wow,
butterfly.
okay.
I feel like Muhammad. I feel like Muhammad today.
Accept aging. They have to accept aging. Like we just watch that. We watch the volume loss. We watch all these things, and then when we talk about collagen and how it makes that better, but then we can also take a step further and say, just because that's the way it's always been done, and we just accept aging, we don't have to. There's natural ways to fight that. Just like chronic illnesses, we don't have to say yes to chronic illnesses.
There are also things you can be doing yourself to decrease collagen loss. Weight bearing exercise and push-ups, a little bit of intermittent fasting. You know, that'll be shown to increase your collagen too. Staying away from toxins that make free radical.
Another thing that I'd like to mention is after my first one, it is truly the gift that keeps on giving. And that's what's beautiful about it, is because it showcases over time, and then it gets to a point where you just are kind of unrecognizable as far as, and I used to use those Biore strips all the time. And obviously, like Shannon had mentioned to me, she's like, yeah, those don't really work because your pores are too large and it's just gonna keep filling up. Like,
you're not the only one who said that. And they say, 6 months, but if you take the right collagen, live the right way, maintain lean muscle, eat well, exercise, you can push that even way out.
the reason I mention that it gives over time and that you start seeing like more and more results is because at first it's not a quick flip of the switch. It's not you get the procedure, you heal, and all of a sudden you see everything.
Yeah, we
That's
temper
important.
people all the time because what it is you get the procedure and then you have some swelling and some healing and you're like, okay, this kind of looks good, and then the healing and the swelling goes down and then you're like, whoa, this is not what I wanted. What a waste of money. And then week 3 and 4 start to come around and then people are like making that appointment for the next one because then from that point, every consecutive treatment just keeps getting better and better and better down the road. But the trick is to stay on the plan.
Yeah.
So you have to stay on the plan. The 4 to 6 weeks per treatment, if you go off of that, we want the same outcome you want. Like our outcome is your outcome. And so if we can stay on the plan and do the things that we're supposed to do post-procedure and in between and keep on the timeline is how you get to the outcomes.
Is there a reason why you tell somebody they must have Morpheus right now?
That if you're genuinely looking to better the quality of your life, it would be worth getting Morpheus. And it would be worth getting Morpheus with Kevin and Shannon. And the reason I say that is because they guide you. They put you on the path and they help you along the way. Kevin will text you. Because he cares, and he will even tell you, hit me with the thumbs up.
Well, we want our clients to know that we are here. The procedure is not finished after the actual trauma is done. We have to guide the client through.
And we recognize that there's lots of different clients, right? There's somebody who are like, leave me alone, I'm good, thumbs up is great. And then there's clients who are like, help me, I'm scared. Like, talk to me every day till I get there.
Yeah, a lot of this is new for a lot of people. Just the post-care is going to be new if you're having it for the first time. So that's when we want to walk you through it and make you know that we're here. We know what to expect. We've been doing this for 4 years. We have 2 of them and we do Morpheus every single day.
If you are in Wisconsin, I would like to suggest that you don't actually have an excuse because they'll meet you where you are. And let me be honest, my experience is that we drove both to a place that, they kind of led me to, and they had the truck there.
When we first met you, we weren't in our town and we weren't in your town.
No. And we met and they did the procedure right there in the van.
Yeah, we can do almost anything in our mobile unit.
Yeah, mobile unit. Yeah, much better than a van. That sounds a little not. But it is a facility in a van.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, we do almost anything. CO2 laser, erbium YAG laser, Morpheus can do the body tone machine, and then anything from PDO threads to fillers to PRF injections from head to toe. All right, so you've been numbing for quite some time now, so let's go.
So if you're interested in Morpheus8, if you have any comments, questions, or want to get a hold of us, in the comments below, follow and like.
Thank you.
I like it.
Cut.
Let's go.
1 2 1 2.
You're looking nervous.
Like he always does.
You know,
He's
So
chopping
what we're
nails.
going to do for Meraki today is some Morpheus and cover it with a CO2 laser. We are going to do his jowl area and his submentum area and also the crow's feet with Morpheus. We don't have much to do with Morpheus today because he's just a returning customer. We're just maintaining today. We're going to go over everything with some PRF. We're going to treat Meraki like a
Like the king that he is?
You know, like a car, like a car, a race car trying to get a tire change. That's what I was going for.
I like it. Tune-up. I was like, what is the car reference? A tune-up.
Yes.
All right, you're good.
Thank you.
Pink, pink. All right, next is wipe off.
Anything for the king here. Sire.
Sire.
Sire. All right, ready for you, love. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Give this man a wow stress ball. It relieves anxiety. Look at him how he's just taking it like a champion.
This is the stress ball.
This is the wow stress ball, love. You just squeeze that. Yes,
Feel
sir.
the love.
Yes, sir. He's doing quite well.
It looks tolerable. So
This
do you
man
think,
is very relaxed in
this
our
is a
hands.
great.
right,
is this
so-
numbing medication better than the last one?
Yes.
All right. So more comfortable.
So we have gotten a new numbing medication since Miraki's last Morpheus, and he's a more comfortable campaigner today.
Yes.
Smile for me, love.
I want to do 2 at
Smile, smile, lovey, smile.
15 to get some collagen going in there.
Okay.
And do it under the eyes with the 2.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. He's tolerating.
Good, good, good.
This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Since you're doing this, I'm going to do the pores too.
You're gonna do the what? Oh,
Pores,
of course.
yeah. Since he want to behave like he's so nice. Nice. Nice.
Since it's so comfortable.
Yeah, we're gonna just push that comfort level. So we're attacking the pores now, Meraki, at 2.
Around the ear.
So we're not going too deep. We don't want to debulk you. This is where the skill come in, lovey. Kim Kardashian's favorite.
And yes, Kim, I will continue to
Machine.
tag you. She's a spokesperson for Morpheus8.
You're so comfortable, boy. You're gonna be a model patient. Just love it. All right, we're done with you now, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do a CO2 laser for Mr. Meraki here.
So with Meraki today, we're stacking procedures. So he had Morpheus8, now we're doing the CO2 laser, and then we're also doing PRF injections to help with some of the volume loss in specific areas, and then also using that for the glide over the top to help with healing. The PRF is a great source of stem cells and growth factors and promotes a lot of increased collagen building on top of the stuff we're already doing here.
It's the 2-year-old in me. Ain't that right, boy?
I would say you're about 10, but you know, 2 is good.
So if you want to do anything for yourself aesthetically, anything, one thing, so you only could afford one thing, you want to take a good collagen. That's what I think. So what we're doing here is the CO2 laser for resurfacing is what we call collagen induction therapy. So we injure the skin under controlled manner. Right now we're injuring the client. We want him to grow back in a rejuvenated way. So that's why giving the body the proper building blocks is very essential. That's one thing, and I think everybody over 25 years old needs some sort of, if the budget is an issue, I suggest they do bone broth. You know, even if they don't do bone broth every day, you know, do it twice a week at the very least. They will see some improvement in that because bone broth is 100% collagen, you know? So collagen is very important because what we're trying to do here is induce collagen synthesis. 25 years old, I'm being generous.
Yeah.
We would even argue earlier than that. When one reaches their adult height, one should start looking to a collagen because I think the machinery for collagen building just slows down.
Yeah, and if you're a kid that's in a lot of sports, a
Yeah, buddy.
teenager, you're gonna want to take a collagen too to help protect joints and ligaments and injuries from sports. It's just a good way to help boost yourself. So the reason we call our techs to find out how you're doing is to really find out how you're doing. So if you're having some discomfort or your skin breaks out or you're questioning the peeling, bruising, anything like that, sometimes we see people back at a follow-up and they're like, oh yeah, I broke out horribly or this or that.
When were you waiting to call me? He might peel, which is good.
You might peel?
Yeah, he might peel.
He might peel.
The lower face, the whole everything on that side is good.
We're rubbing some PRF on as a glide behind the CO2 laser.
And also its ability to stimulate collagen production. Everything here is aimed at collagen production. So we're trying to boost your collagen every single way, more than one way, you know? We can do a consult in many ways. We can do an over-the-phone consult via video. We can do an in-person consult.
Lots of times we do an in-person and then even procedure the same day. So there's lots of ways to set it up if you have a good intention, you want to do something, or if you're more, I have a lot of questions, we can kind of guide the best way. Anywhere in Wisconsin. If we're going to do in-person, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, and Middleton. But of course, we're mobile, so wherever you are, we can be.
Right, boss? Right, boss?
He's getting a lot of pokes.
Boss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Say something, boss.
Are you
know
here?
that you're dear, boss. That's why you meet the skills. You're not with some fakers, you know. All done, Miraculous. We're not causing you any more trauma.
Can you take that for me out of my hand?
Yeah, don't go out in the sun too much.
Very
Went very, very well. Miraculous tolerated it like a champ. And now we're on to the next.
First night after the procedure is what I look like. All right, this is day one, post CO2 and Morpheus8. My face looks pretty destroyed, but it doesn't hurt, which is odd because you'd think that by the way it looks super painful, but no, there is absolutely no pain. It's a little bit tight in some of these areas here, but other than that, no pain. So this is day one, post. What's going on? This is day two, post CO2 and Morpheus8. What's going on? Still day two here. This lotion, as well as Aquaphor, is what I've been using for my post moisturizer because you need to moisturize. Some of the Aquaphor got on my shirt, so don't wear clothing that you really care about, I guess I would say. And keep the Aquaphor and lotion away from around your eyes as much as you can, because there's so much on your face that, at least for me, my eyes kind of like burn, and I gotta close them and try to like get some of that lotion and Aquaphor off. I have been using Aquaphor today on like these really dry parts here, but I switched over to just lotion, and I think when I get home I'm gonna add a little bit more Aquaphor, just because the lotions really start soaking in on these parts, so I have to apply it probably like every hour or every half hour even. But like this part here and some of these other parts, especially the neck, I've only really had to apply it maybe 3 times today. and it's staying pretty moist. So other than that, going pretty well. Again, this procedure, no pain that through the healing process. There's a little bit of pain, you know, through the actual procedure, but nothing you can't handle. But the after is phenomenally easy to get through. Like I said, it's just kind of a little ugly looking. You know, you kind of look a little like you had a laser to the face, which you did. So anyways, day 2, doing well. Peace, love, and live miraculous. What is going on? This is day 3. Last night started peeling really bad. Doesn't hurt again, but do not pick. In the shower when you wash your face, some of it just naturally will come off. Just don't actually pick this skin off. So let it fall off naturally. What's going on? Checking in, day 3 here, post CO2 and Morpheus. My face is peeling like a mother. Looks really gross. It does itch a little bit, but nothing too bad. Again, painless. It comes off with the lotion a little bit. The skin just naturally is just falling off as I rub in lotion or when I shower. But throughout the day, I get these hints of, if you've ever had a cast on your hand and you got that cast cut off, there's a smell that's associated with that. Anyone who's ever experienced that knows what that smell is. I'm assuming it's because of all the dead skin, but I do get hints of that smell throughout the day. Very painless, but it looks really ugly. Even Tone Skin Rejuvenation by Wow Aesthetics. They are the best at what they do, and I can't say because it's the only thing they do. The fact is, they do a lot of things, and they do a lot of things well. I can barely trust someone to cut my hair, let alone take a laser to my face. So, they truly are the best in the biz. This is day 4, post Morpheus and CO2. Yesterday was one hell of a day for peeling. Of course, I didn't peel anything. It just kind of came off on its own when I put lotion on or when I took a shower last night. This morning, as you can see, definitely peeling again. But do not pick that stuff. Just let it fall off naturally. So, it's coming along. All right, here we are, day 5. Pretty much all the peeling is gone. We definitely have some redness yet, especially on the parts that I was hit pretty hard right here on the jawline. But other than that, 5 days and looks pretty good. I mean, you'd never suspect going back to day 1 that this is 5 days later. So I would say relatively a pretty simple healing process, very painless. Again, it's just kind of getting through that ugliness of the peeling of the skin on your face. But wow, when it's done, I can already see just the evenness of all of my skin. What a great experience in life. I appreciate you guys being here with me on this, and I would highly recommend CO2 treatment for anybody who deals with large pores, loss of, elasticity in your skin, and overall just even tone. I have no more sunspots. I have no more, used to be very, very red under here. There's still some redness, but you can see here even how it's just evening itself out. I'm assuming I'm gonna be red for a little bit yet, but I can tell and I can feel it. There's a definite feeling to it that I can't explain. You just have to go through the process to understand what I mean by that. But wow, CO2 and Morpheus8 by Wow Aesthetics, truly wow. This is gonna be the last day and the end of this video here, but my face feels extremely rejuvenated, super firm. It feels tighter. It feels a little more pulled back and pulled up. It has a little bit of a red hue to it, but it's starting to develop and make its way into just a complete even tone all around. There's a couple tiny little spots that were hit pretty hard that are still kind of healing through the jawline, but wow, what an amazing procedure and what a difference it has made on the man that I see when I look in the mirror. And if there's anything that I can tell you about aesthetics, it's this. You don't know that you need it. Because society has you convinced that you don't. Society has you believing that you just have to accept who you are and what you are and how you look. And the truth is you don't. And the mission here at WOW is to bring this to the common man so that we can all feel good about ourselves, so we can all look in the mirror and simply just say, you're beautiful. Truly, we all deserve that. We all deserve to be able to look at ourselves and genuinely like what we see. Society is wrong, and I urge you to take the opportunity to at least reach out, leave something in the comments, let WOW know. Any questions you have, any concerns, I'll be the first to say that I was nervous as hell. I was afraid because this is my face. And the stigma around it is that, if you start any aesthetic procedures, you don't look the same. No, all WOW does is rejuvenates the beauty that you already own. You're already beautiful in every possible way. It's the things that you may have lost that they rejuvenate and bring back for you. Collagen induction therapy, it's the way of the future. And it's happening now. And so you can be a part of it if you want. The opportunity's there. That is why this content is being made. It is being made for you to see that these modalities exist, that they are natural, and that they are healing. So let your beauty shine truly. And follow this channel, follow these journeys, and educate yourself. Because I can guarantee the way you think aesthetics works is not. My name is Meraki. I am here with WOW Aesthetics. WOW Aesthetics has truly changed my life. And the way they changed my life is they were able to change the way that I think about who I am by the way that I see myself in the mirror. And that, my friends, is all powerful. Because God created you in a perfect image. So anyways, again, let them know in the comments if you have any questions. If you have any questions on this video for any reason, if you have any questions, I'll also be checking in the comments to see, and I will answer any questions that you had about this procedure. WOW Aesthetics meets you where you are.